Hey guys, I want to talk about my personal experience with God. He spoke to me through one of the stories in scripture. And it's one of the ones that some people who don't have any real interest in trying to understand what scripture says, and mock. And it's the one with the bald man that is being laughed at by some kids, some children, And the bald man curses them, and God sends a bear, 2 she-bears, to destroy 42 of the children, tear them apart. And then the man just goes about his day. I went through that. First of all, the story, when you look at it from the outside, it's pretty obvious that it's not supposed to be taken literally. Like, 2 she-bears are not gonna kill 42 children, they're just gonna scatter. At most they get like a couple dozen, maybe that. So it's not something that you can literally take literally, yeah. So what is it about? Well, the numbers mean something, right? 42, it's a specific number in scripture, and you can look it up. There's a lot of meaning to it. But basically what the story is, it's about killing the children of the devil. And the devil, like our Father in heaven, is a spirit. That's what Satan is. It's a spirit. So we're talking about spiritual offspring of Satan. So that's something that's wicked, something that's evil, that should be killed. And with me, it was my dislike of people, like my hatred of people almost, my distrust of people. Like without any reason, just I didn't want to deal with people. I talked about this a little bit in one of my travel videos, but I didn't go into it. But this happened to me in Germany when, it was getting late, it was gonna rain and stuff like that, and I was looking for a place to camp out, and I found this bridge, but there was a man there, he was eating, And I just kept going. Under that bridge would have been a great camp spot, and I just kept going because there was a guy there. Like, I want my privacy when I set up my camp. These are the kind of things I said to me, but at the bottom of it all was like I was angry at God. Like, why does that man have to be there? Like, for no reason. There was just a person there. And I was like disgusted maybe. I disliked the idea that there was a person there. So I rode past. Not long though, because I started to think about, this is so stupid what I'm doing. Why can't I just go there, under the bridge, set up my tent, camp out? It's gonna probably rain. It was getting late, I was tired. And I did it. And the man was still there. He was eating, he was sitting. And I said, hey. I said, hello. And I started to set up my camp nearby, and he started to speak to me. And he was a really nice guy. And he spoke English. And he said that, he has a better place for me if I want to. But I was like, oh, no, it's okay. Again, I want to sleep here under the bridge. Like, under bridges are pretty good places, actually, to camp out. And we talked about some things about our travels. He worked in agriculture, stuff like that. And I think he was originally from Switzerland. And we introduced each other. And his name was Urs, however you spell it. And it means bear. It means bear. You understand? The offspring of Satan that was alive in me was my hatred of men, pretty much. My anger at people, being places where I don't want them to be. And I was like defeated in that. Like that spiritual offspring of evil was killed in me. I had a really nice conversation with the man, and his name was Urs. And it made me think of this. Like, it made me recognize God's presence in my life. Because I understood the story. Like, I had a personal experience. It was kind of on the nose. The man's name was Urs, which means like bear. But I needed that to like recognize what was happening and understand it. And now I'm sharing it with you here on YouTube. That's not anything to mock or laugh at, because there are influence, that's evil in the world, that comes from the devil, the deceiver, these lies, these misunderstandings, these like unnecessary, like hatred, for example, for no reason, like angst. It exists, this anxiety, things like that, and they can be killed off, and they should be killed off. And God is the one to do it. That's what the story is about. Yeah, I just want to share it. I like people much more now. Like God literally changed something in me. And I believe it. I believe it. Good night, guys.